On this week's episode of the Heating Up podcast, the New York Knickerbockers are your 2026 NBA champions for the first time in 53 years. Electric, absolutely unbelievable, cinematic. My voice is still gone. New York City may never recover, and honestly, I still cannot believe what just happened and what I just watched. We'll break down everything from the series clinching Game 5, the biggest moment from the whole series, the celebrations, the aftermath, what this means for the Knicks, what this means for San Antonio and Wemby's legacy, and my emotional well-being moving forward. Now, somehow, basketball is over. The Carolina Hurricanes are Stanley Cup champions, and we've just got summer ahead full of baseball in the World Cup. But honestly, it is not that bad of a consolation prize. Soccer has already delivered some exciting results, so we will find a way to keep sports high-rolling a little bit longer. And of course, as always, we will wrap it all up with Heat Check. So lock in, and here we go.
Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nance, and I'll welcome you to a tradition unlike any other.
He's heating up!
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!
He's on fire! Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! Boom shakalaka!
You believe in miracles? Yes! There it goes! See ya!
He's heating up!
Trying to get open, fires away!
Fire! It's over! The Bulls win it at the buzzer! Touchdown! Unbelievable!
Welcome to this week's episode of the Heating Up podcast. As always, I'm Sasha with my wonderful co-host Mike. Sarah is fighting an absolute war with her technology, and she will be joining us in and out, hopefully, in short order.
It's the week of bugs.
You got more bugs?
No, she's got stomach bug, and because we're seeing each other, this is close back to back.
Right, basically, yeah. 2 times in 3 days, 4 days? You're going to get sick of me. We keep doing this.
Yeah. I let me tell you something. I have a feeling I'm going to be pretty sick of you by the end of this episode, buddy.
No. I've calmed down, and frankly, my throat hurts too much to talk anyway. So we're going to have to get through, but I can only do so much justice. The New York Knicks are world champions, and goddamn, did that feel good. My favorite part was watching it. My second favorite part was the barely memorable car ride home. That the only part I remember was talking to you for a while, and that really, really made me happy. I got to tell you, you know how to talk to a guy who just won a championship.
From a guy who never gets one, I'm glad I know I'm going to be ready for when my time comes.
You were so ready. We were able to break down the game. We basically, as my wife said, we basically just did an episode of the podcast in the car. But the
you
New
guys
York
missed
Knicks
out on the best ones. Just saying.
Yeah, lots of slurs.
One day with AI, we'll just be able to hit record anywhere.
Yep. Yeah, thank God. But you just can't kill this team. All I kept saying is the best cockroaches in the world are in New York City, and boy, you just can't kill them. We're this team. We're just a bunch of. It doesn't matter what happened in the first 3 quarters. You cannot kill this team. I felt like an insane person. So we were me and Jordan. Shout out Jordan and a buddy Steve. We were at a concert. For the first half of the game, was watching fully from our phone. Had a bunch of people we're making friends with. I felt a little rude to the person playing the music because we had a crowd of probably about 20, 30 people all hanging around watching our phones, and people coming up and tapping, asking what's going on. Concert ended right around halftime, and we were able to really lock in and go inside. And I mean, it felt crazy though. We were down 7 or something at half, or we were. And then going even down 15, it's oh my God, we got them right where we want them. It's who fucking cares? This is we're not down 30. It's it didn't even matter. It felt like what somebody must, because I don't know horse racing at all. I just enjoy going and watching the ponies. But it's when you hear somebody like Randy Moss being they just really finished well down the back stretch. It doesn't matter where they are through the whole thing. And it's when that just happens, it's who cares? It's if we're within shouting distance, it's you just know they're going to turn this on in the fourth quarter, and they did it yet again. Everybody's beating a dead horse about how amazing this Knicks team is, and I love each and every one of them so much. What is your overall percentage? How much of this was domination versus what percentage of this was just them, the Spurs crumbling?
So keeping up with horse references, you want it straight from the horse's mouth?
Please.
Okay. First of all, I do. I'm sorry. This is what I like to do. I'm going to derail you here. You kind of not great that you were at a concert for the first half of that game, buddy.
Listen,
what concert?
Who needs the Marcus King band? He's incredible, and also bought these tickets 4 months ago. Never even thought this would be an issue, and ended right at halftime. It was perfect. Listen, these New York Knicks games, you don't need to watch the first half.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess I'll give you a pass. I would say this was more of a Spurs collapse, and Jalen Brunson just having his moment. He's cementing himself. I think he's the best Knick of all time.
He came out and earned that MVP.
And I mean, I think it's the greatest performance by a Knick, even like Clyde Frazier. This was Michael Jordan level, and I use that term very loosely, or not loosely. Tight.
No, you don't. You're not a guy. You don't throw
So
that
tight.
around. Yeah.
This was a Michael Jordan level, Derek Jeter-esque, clutch, domination. It's Steph Curry closing out a game. There's not many people I would put that I've seen something like this from. A Josh Allen perfect game against.
Is there a guy in the NBA right now that you want with the ball in their hands in the fourth quarter more than him? Like, we're talking all time. We're not even talking NBA right now. We're talking all time NBA.
If there's one game, okay, and I like we're playing the Monstars.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, and the game starts tomorrow. I think my first pick is Jalen Brunson.
That just gave me chills. You saying stuff like that.
I mean, and it wasn't until Game 7, and because in Game 7, would they score 91 points, 96, 94 points?
94, 90. It was like a 1990s.
45 of those points were scored by Jalen Brunson against the best defensive team in the league that isn't the Thunder. And when he, in the fourth quarter with 3 or 5 minutes left somewhere in there, Wemby got switched up on Brunson, and I felt it. I mean, not being like, I knew it like LeBron James, and I knew it right then. But
yeah.
I thought in the brief second, I wonder if he's going to just take it to him, and he took it past him, stopped short, also threw a nice elbow in his liver, which I love that.
Yeah,
New York, and he scored a layup. Jalen Brunson is 5'11". I don't care I don't care that they say 6'2". Okay, I'm 6'4" when I walk on my tippy toes, but I'm not 6'4". He's 5'11". Victor Wembanyama is 7'15".
Yeah,
and he made the layup on him in what I think is, aside from the OG tip-in, that to me, that's what I'm going to remember as like, oh, I didn't know, what's it, the Shaq meme, I wasn't aware of your game.
I wasn't. Yeah. I apologize. I was not familiar with your game.
I did not know Jalen Brunson was that guy.
Yeah.
And
I almost feel like that was part of the conversation. Him first. It's unbelievable. I mean, not that game was different. The other games he put up a lot of points, but his shooting was not good in the first 4 games. He put up 30-something points, 35 points, but I mean, it was on like
he scored
40%
a shitload,
shooting.
Man.
Yeah, but it was, he's scoring 35 points on 31 shots is a lot less impressive. It was like, oh man, he did have the ball a lot, but all the ones he made were all in the fourth quarter. He was never daunted. He was ready to go no matter what was going. It was, I've never seen anything like it. Just this trust to have in a guy that you're rooting for. It was one of the greatest feelings and the greatest runs I've ever experienced.
But you have seen it. But you've just seen it. You've seen it in Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
You've seen it when you saw Michael Jordan.
But as a guy, the Jeter, it felt different because it's not, there's still 8 other guys that all have to get up and bat. It was like, oh man, he's finally up in this moment. It was Brunson. It's like, he's got the ball every time. And you're right, I've seen it on other teams, but to see
when
it
Curry goes
yeah.
absolutely on fire, and it's like he just starts running around, and you're like, oh my God, they're getting him the ball, and he's going to make a 3. And that goes on for like a whole quarter, except he did it for the entire game.
Yeah, it was absolutely unbelievable. This game stunk. This game was not. This was like a '90s basketball, just nobody making shots. It was just a nasty, tension-filled, everybody's butthole got way too tight kind of game. And Brunson was the only one that, all right, you guys are all gonna be really scared and nervous. We're gonna score 13 points in the first quarter. Also, the Knicks and the Spurs combined, I don't think scored. We scored the 13 and 23, so 36 points. The Spurs alone had 42 points in the first quarter. the previous game, so you could just tell there was a different feeling in the air, and everybody but Brunson was not was completely just under this blanket of pressure. So I rewatched the whole game. I was feeling hungover and couldn't really talk yesterday. I rewatched the whole game. I don't think that the Spurs are that good at defense. I went back and I ended up just by searching this. I ended up searching Spurs bad defense. I found this guy who seems to agree with me on TikTok. This guy
you found somebody who could fit your narrative online?
This guy was also screaming. He clearly had lost his voice. Let me see if I can play you 5 seconds of what he sounds like. I think that the coaching is such dog shit. And I think that Wemby is such a tall freak, and they were basically like, we're just going to pressure you, and we're going to play really, really hard. But when we have when you're seeing a team back and forth for 7 games, for what could go up to 7 games, when you have a whole season worth of tape on this, and we know how to run picks, and we know how to get the switches that you're going to do, the amount of times that they had a third person just fucking idling that had no idea what they were doing, that once Brunson could make one move, or once OG could make one pass, or if we're speeding past somebody, then there's just wide open. And then also, when OG just started dunking on Wemby, or when Brunson takes it to him and is just like, so many people are just afraid to go at Wemby, which I get it. You should be. He's enormous. He does make a ton of blocks, but I don't think Wemby knows how to handle people just coming at him. I think he knows how to defend against people that are like afraid of him, and knows how to defend against people who's like, if I can just stand here. But when somebody's going to take it to his mouth, when Mitch Robinson, who's 5 inches shorter than him, can just go and put his fucking chest in him and get an offensive rebound, and also how bad the coaching is. He got that rebound with 26 seconds on the clock. Mitch Johnson is telling them to foul. They could have just played defense. They were up 2 with the ball, and instead they foul, sent them to the free throw line. That's just terrible coaching, terrible clock awareness. Makes no sense. But I'll send you guys these. I mean, this is now, I think, my favorite guy on TikTok.
The guy who yells.
Just listen to this guy's voice. You can tell he's been doing this all playoffs to nobody.
Most bottom of the ocean idiot coach is the Spurs to ever be in a finals. Adam Silver should be ashamed. The Spurs are trapping. Why is Champagny staring at the ball? You gotta deny this pass 1 pass away. We can't let this pass get made. Once they pass out of it, now everyone's 1 pass away with the Knicks having numbers.
All right, so that was that. You got to
put
him
down. He's angry.
Hold on, you got to guess how long this video is.
4 minutes.
Sarah?
3 minutes. 3 minutes too long. That's what I have.
8 minutes and 54 seconds. That's just from one game. But yeah, he's breaking down how it's basically just all of the guards are switching when they shouldn't be. 2 guys will go to trap, and then the third defender is never defending the pass to it basically just gives them an outlet of the trap, and then they're defending 4 on 5 or 3 on 4. This is basically, after watching this game, I really just I hated watching the Spurs. You end up getting that kind of hatred. I talked about this on the podcast before. You end up getting that hatred no matter what team you're playing in a series. You see a team more than once, just bang, 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 bang in one of these series. There's going to be a player or a team you really hate. So I'm feeling like I'm biased, and I'd like to get your guys' opinion. What is the public perception of Wemby now? Obviously, talking legacy is crazy. He's fucking, 20 years old. But what is the public perception? And I'm just like, would their public perception be way better of him if they lost to the Thunder?
I've been on this since game 1 against the Thunder. I hate Wemby. I do not like watching him play. I don't like his attitude. I feel like he's been villainized throughout these playoffs, as we've all seen. And yeah, I feel like everyone turned on him real fast this series, and multiple reasonings behind it. But I felt like in this series against the Knicks, his antics, foul baiting, theatrics just stepped up to a whole nother level. And I don't know if other guys do it in the league, and we're not going to go down that rabbit hole of all of this again. But I felt like something about him just being as big as he is and just like flailing his arms, and just trying to keep his body in the weirdest positions to draw calls and stuff is just all the more obvious and infuriating, because it's like you already have such an advantage at your height. Just like stop and play good basketball, please. Like
He's just not strong enough.
No, he's not. He's not at all. But I'm not worried about like legacy wise. I think it's very premature at this point to kind of be jumping in on it. They are still a very young team. It's hard, very, very hard to win championships. So I don't think this should be any discount to that. But I don't like him by any stretch of it.
Good. Me neither.
I don't like watching him. I don't like looking at him. He makes me uncomfortable.
He does. It is. It's like it's the uncanny valley. It's like you're kind of human-like, but you're not, and it makes me feel weird.
Yeah, he makes me feel funny. He makes me feel not good in my body. And I think he's soft. I think the best player on the Spurs is Dylan Harper.
Couldn't be that game 5. I was thinking about you the whole time. Game 5. It's like he was the only guy on that team that was doing anything and looked like he was ready for the moment.
Yeah, 19 years old. I think he's a Hall of Fame player, MVP level player, and I'm not joking. And
Clip it.
I think they need to realize that, and they didn't. I thought they took him out at. I think there comes a point when you're the room's on fire where somebody like him, you just don't take him out anymore. And he's 19. He'll be fine, or you're going to go down with your 5 best guys on the court. A little Tom Thibodeau might have helped in that situation. I don't know, what are you protecting him from? Because he's the only guy with a set of balls out there that was ready for the moment. And, even Stephen Castle, he didn't score his first basket till the tip-in dunk with like 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
I mean, and there was a guy who I thought was like, he wakes up ready to go. It was Dylan Harper. It is Dylan Harper. And then you have, the Barnum and Bailey freak show come out, and he's shooting threes, and it makes no sense. Like,
he was afraid to get down low. It's like, what is he doing out at the 3-point line so much of the game?
There's too much. He's too long. Like I said, it just makes me uncomfortable. So I don't like it. And and the way he talks in these interviews, he's like a shittier Russell Wilson, LeBron. He's like French Russell Wilson, LeBron James, and more Russell Wilson, where it's like, I know I could just tell how soft you are by the way you talk. You're just so soft.
Yeah.
And I loved when he was crying during certain things, and I was like, man, this guy cares. And now I'm like, I think he's just really soft.
Just a punk. Just a fucking punk.
And I'm telling you, I'm not sold on this like illustrious career. I think he's way too big. There's never been a history of anybody that size having a long career. And he's going to keep taking these hits, and we'll see. But if I were the Spurs, do you know who the 9th highest paid player is next year in the NBA?
Who?
It's De'Aaron Fox.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, talk about bad coaching. You had to Mitch Johnson had to keep putting him in there to miss threes.
Yeah. What does he have on him? What blackmail does De'Aaron Fox have on Mitch Johnson? Like he never graduated college? Like he faked it on his resume? If there was ever a guy just being like, I need to come out without saying it, it was De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm. 9th highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah,
Oof.
He's going to make. You want to know what that number is? Do you want to know what the cap hit is?
Oh,
it's
my God.
It's a funny number.
What is it? What is it?
It's $57 million.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Not great.
What an all-time bag robbery.
Yeah, I mean, look, but De'Aaron Fox was the clutch player, but the lights got bright. The lights got bright for the Spurs, and that's why it's like you can blame coaching, and you could say maybe they're bad at defense, but like maybe they were just a team losing.
Yeah. No,
And in order to lose, things can't go right. They got to go wrong.
They got to keep going wrong to lose. Just quick math to do. One of our favorite guys on the internet who does those like math questions, basically just does those things about player salaries. You could make $228 million from the day the Declaration of Independence was signed to today, and you still wouldn't make as much money as De'Aaron Fox will make next year.
Nice. I saw a really funny one online that said if I was in a room with a gun with 2 bullets, and it was with Adolf Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, and De'Aaron Fox, I would shoot De'Aaron Fox twice.
Yeah.
Which is not, this guy's a family. Let's respect it. But
it's okay to laugh.
It's a pretty solid tweet.
You're making $57 million. You can make all the jokes about murdering me that you want.
Yeah, and they've done a great job of team building, and he was available, and they didn't know Dylan Harper was going to be Dylan Harper.
Sure.
And Stephen Castle was a rookie, and they had money to spend, and they spent it, and they were in the NBA Finals. Like, I don't knock them for it. And then De'Aaron Fox, threw up all over himself. Sarah gets it.
I do. All too well.
So I think they obviously got to make a change there. Harper's got to be the team leader, and maybe it is a Kobe Shaq thing because Wemby doesn't shut the fuck up, and I imagine a guy like Dylan Harper is going to get kind of tired of that if it keeps resulting in losses.
I wonder if they're going to leave or what their moves are from here, how they're going to handle this, because obviously you just went in the NBA Finals. How big of a change are you really going to make? I don't know. Do you believe in Mitch Johnson? Do you believe the team was just young and didn't know how to win yet? Know that they don't believe in him, or know they're going to move on?
I don't believe in him because I just don't. Because I just think it's a very easy thing to at least go with the hot hand minimum.
Yeah. So
and they didn't, and that's weird. That I don't understand that.
So the thing that worries me, I don't know if this team is going to rattle if they really are never going to. It's either going to be can't win the big one, that I would love that to be a Wemby thing where it's like you can get there, can't win the big one, because people also aren't talking about they did, the Knicks did beat the Spurs in the NBA Cup, which I know is a big deal to everybody too. So people aren't talking about the first ever NBA Cup and NBA champion in one season. So again, shout out the Knicks. But I could see this either being a never wins the big one, constantly close but never can finish. Or I could also see this being they get rid of Mitch Johnson, they hire somebody else, and then it's like a Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr kind of thing where it was like, oh, yeah, all they needed was a somewhat competent coach, and then they were able to put it together and win, and just have a dynasty.
I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, if they believe in Harper, I think Harper and Castle, and you get another guy who could, if Champagny or Keldon Johnson was the 6th man of the year. I fucking forgot he was on that team.
Yeah.
I think they need more size, and I think they need another guy, which they probably have him. It's Dylan Harper. So
right, just figure out how to use them. I think they got they got the ingredients in house. I think they just got to find somebody.
Fox has like Brooklyn Nets written all over him.
Oh, yeah. Or I was gonna say he's got the Kings written all over him, but I think
he already did that. He already did that.
Go back to Sacramento. Yeah,
go back, reunite. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Knicks have a real shot. I just would like. I hope they can hang on to Shamet. I hope they can. I think they got a Miles McBride problem. Mitch Robinson's a free agent.
Yeah.
Cat. Boy, cat.
Get it. I'll let you. Before we go into deep dives on Cat, while you pull that up, I just have a couple stats here that I looked up that I discovered that I want to do. We were just talking about the fourth quarter. What a fourth quarter team. Mike Brown, I love you to death. Whatever you're doing, whatever this team is doing in the fourth quarters, in our 4 wins, we outscored them in the fourth quarter by a total of 46 points. 13 points in game 1, 6 points in games 2, 16 points in game 3, and 11 points in in Game 4 and then 11 points in Game 5. So our domination in the fourth quarter was unbelievable. 29-18 in this last one. Absolutely remarkable. So that's all I have on the game. Those are all my stat. Oh, my other stat. I'm not sure if you guys have heard this already. I'm sure you have. They probably already brought it up on Pardon My Take. But that the Spurs led for 72% of the series.
It's crazy.
That they lost 4-1, 72% of the finals. It was tied for 4% of the series, and the Knicks only led for 24% of the series, where they gentlemen's swept them. Those numbers don't make any sense. The Spurs had a 91% chance of winning Game 1, 72% chance of winning Game 2, a 99.6% chance of winning Game 4 up 20 with 9.5 minutes left, and a 95% chance of winning Game 5 up 10 points with 7:54 left. I was like, these numbers just don't make sense, and I love this team. I'm so excited. But Mike, tell me all the mean things you're going to say about Karl-Anthony Towns.
I'm trying to hopefully get to where I could share my screen, and if not, I'm just going to have to play the audio. I just want to send him up. Yeah, I can't get out. God damn it. Oh, Cat.
I fucking love him. Champ.
I love him. I think it's unbelievable the way he gets an NBA championship out of this, because he did everything in his power. He didn't want to play. He just wanted to be on the side, just being zesty. He just wanted to watch the boys. He likes to watch. He wanted to be in the cuck chair on the bench.
He loves fouling. He loves a dumb foul.
It's I can't believe how Mike Brown or any of his coaches haven't just fucking taken a swing at him, because it's got to be like, hey, don't go in there and foul. And then he immediately fouls, and he looks around like, what? And it's so, it's crazy. So I just want to give a send-off to my man, Cat, and hopefully maybe the Knicks can turn him into another player, is my hope. But
they've started. How different he was this year from every other year
literally
before?
Put him on another team.
Oh, trade him? Get Giannis?
Maybe. I don't think they'll do it because they won the title, but here we go, Kat. Thank you for another great season. I'm going to send you off with these two. Make sure we can hear this. Hang on here.
Why would I go to the free throw line in the Madison Square Garden, all I hear, Shingy is Alexander.
At the free throw line.
Like, bro,
I got Joker, I got Cat.
I think that's funny. All y'all.
Then I came to Minnesota and they decided to call me Big Purr. What the fuck is that?
I'm not saying like the big Yo, Big Purr! It's crazy because after all that,
It just is super special.
bro, they asked me in media about you. What? They really did.
Oh my God, stop.
Why would I go to the free throw?
And
Oh
then-
my God!
And I begged Sasha to go back and watch the trophy ceremony because I was just dying. They call up Jalen Brunson, and whose voice just pierces the microphone?
Aye, Captain.
Can I get the captain up here?
Yeah, Cat! Oh my God! It's Jalen! And then he gets up to the microphone and he's like, trials and tribulations. It's like, get the fuck out of here. So it's fun. He kept my attention. He's an interesting dude. I don't know if he's got a learning disability, so I don't want to be too mean. Something wrong with that guy. Something's up.
He's rich enough and successful enough and a champion now. You can say whatever you want, and if he's
He
gonna get
really
offended,
can. He really can.
you can say whatever you want about him. Okay, if he cares about that, that's on him. He's got enough other shit going. He's also just been putting out a documentary about the finals live already. It's like every day he's been putting out another 5-7 minute clip about just another day that just happened in the finals.
They're all media companies. It's the worst part of sports.
Yeah. Also, let me see if this is the. You guys seen Scary Movie, right?
I really did. It's so crazy. Who is this guy?
I fucking love him, dude. That guy.
Oh, foul!
Oh my God!
And one. They must hate playing with him. I mean, they must like it. They must laugh like we do. Just in the one clip, he's at the podium with Anthony Edwards. And Anthony Edwards just repeats and looking at him like, what is up with you, man? You're a
also feel-
weird dude.
I feel like this team is so cheesy because they're all like, how many times did Mike Brown need to do the "Who let the dogs out" thing?
Yeah, that was really uncomfortable too.
Really uncomfortable.
Super cringe.
Yeah, I
Really
rewatched that.
uncomfortable.
I didn't like it at all. It was kind of funny in the moment. It was kind of whatever. It was.
Yeah, I don't think it was funny in the moment.
No, I just thought I was kind of like I was whatever. I was in the moment, and I was like whatever they're doing. But then now watching it again, it was like, all right, man. Like really, Jesus Christ.
It was like the third time he did it. It was like probably 2 times too many.
Yeah. This is how Cat's gonna show up next year. Hey guys,
God.
this shirt make me look gay? How about now? I just own it, Cat. Come out of the closet. It's okay. We love you. You're an NBA champion forever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Own it.
Yeah, but like his fiance was the one who brought the bag that got them the championship.
That's true.
Not fiance. I don't know if they're girlfriend. Maybe.
I think they're engaged. I think
Beard.
you're right.
It's called a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan Woods. It's
She's
good for
his
her.
Beard.
I don't know what she
Right.
is, but she's something that could benefit from having an NBA
She's
champion.
Karl-Anthony Towns' beard.
Yeah. that pays well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not
yeah.
giving that position up.
Yeah, I'd do stuff.
I put on Instagram, and I feel like I got a lot of likes from people who didn't get the joke, or maybe a lot of people got the joke. But I did say #RIP with a Mikal Bridges little clip.
Yeah, very funny.
They won it for Mikal. He was crying like a guy who knew he had like 6 months to live.
Yeah,
know?
you took me out of the moment there for a little bit with all the stuff you've been saying, and then they showed him bawling. Like, man, a couple weeks ago, if
And
I
you
saw
thought
this,
about it.
I'd be crying too. And now I'm like, fuck, is he dying? Have you?
I
Also, you
really
guys
told John's like, like he was contemplating this. He's like, maybe.
get a team of medical professionals on it? Did you guys see his Instagram lives today?
No.
Oh, you got it.
From treatment.
No, yeah, he's getting chemo. He was like you can tell he just hasn't slept in 2 days. It was just a video of him like he's eating Chipotle because I guess he just eats Chipotle every day. And he was just like he was just calling he's like Wemby. He's like well we don't talk about that French fuck.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a guy that had not slept at all. It is just I think Brunson or Josh Hart tweeted it's like yo somebody go take Mikhail's phone. So that I think you should go back and enjoy those. But now I can't unsee this guy. The only thing that makes me feel better is that he has looked the same since college. So whatever he had, they have stopped the progression for the last 10 years.
Yeah, but and Sarah, you can vouch that I'm right about this. But those treatments eventually wear off, and then they lose their ability. It's like if you take Tylenol every day, eventually it's not going to have the same effect. He's building up a tolerance to whatever disease he's fighting.
That can
He's
happen.
losing.
Yes.
I'm just
That
saying.
can happen.
Is he just like the Brian Johnson of the NBA?
For the rest of his career, I love it because I knew when I said it. It's just going to be in the back of all of your heads.
Yep.
Every time you see him, you're going to be like, "How does he look?" Meanwhile, he's probably completely healthy. He's an NBA player.
Who's played?
You're
Who's
all
like
going to think he's dying.
who's literally like has the record? Like he's like the Lou Gehrig.
He's the Lou Gehrig. Yeah. Oh, we're having like a flashback here.
Yeah. How many games straight has he played?
He's like the Dale Earnhardt Senior of. He's the Alden Smith of the NBA. Too soon for that joke?
Yeah, I think so. Also, my I just before we can move on, but my favorite tweet I think I saw said sure the Spurs have had some catastrophic collapses this series, but you do have to give them credit for picking themselves up off the mat, dusting themselves off, and learning absolutely nothing for the next time.
True.
I think they were just a team that was overwhelmed in the moment.
Yeah.
From top down, coaching all the way to the players.
Yeah.
My question for you, Sasha, is at any point or currently, have you tried to convince Andrew that you're going to name your son after Knicks player?
Yeah, yep. OG has been the strongest contender so far. I'm still working on that, and Mike had the great idea last.
It stands for Oz.
Oh, Oren
George.
Or in because we want the middle name for Andrea's grandfather, Joseph, but I think I convinced her to name it for that to begin with a G.
Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph.
Okay.
And then I just got to come up with some kind of interesting name that starts with an O, and then we could definitely do OG Kassoff.
OG.
I'm still wrapped up in
Love
it.
it.
It can happen. Karl-Anthony Kassoff.
Karl-Anthony Kassoff rocks. That's a zesty boy you're gonna have.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Jeremy
I have a couple
Sochan
questions.
Kassoff. Okay, carry on.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's trivia. Mark that down. He was on the. Why did they play him? What was the theory there?
Cat kept fouling, and Mitch can't stay on the court for more than like 7 minutes at a time
For
without
the
being
last
gassed.
minute. Okay.
Oh, that was just he's long, tall, yeah, whatever. He's a fine defender. He's a big guy.
Okay. Yeah. Can you name the full the five that was on the court in the next one?
That was on the court. No, I know
This will
Brunson
tie
was off,
into
but-
both of my questions, one for each of you.
No, because I know Brunson was off. Sochan, Cat was out. So was it Clarkson? Or no? Josh Hart, OG, Mikhail. I said Sochan already. So then, is it Mitch? Who else was on? So who else was playing defense?
It's the
Not
ugliest
Shamit.
Shamit.
Shamit, yeah.
That's a weird five to win the finals on the court.
It's
But
very
they did.
weird five. They got energy though,
okay, so-
fresh legs.
My questions. Who wants to go first?
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah, did you stay up for the ending?
I was ill. I actually fully planned to stay up, and it was on in my bed, but I was just sleeping. John was staying up for it, but I
Did
was
you stay
recovering
up for
from my
any of
surgery.
the endings?
No.
Which was the most shocking sleep to wake up moment?
Oh, definitely game 4.
Yeah.
Today's game, right? Yeah, for sure. Because I went to bed. Although I'm calling this retroactively. When we turned it off at the end of the half, I said, I think the Knicks are going to win this game. I was like, the Spurs can't keep making these shots. They can't. So I did say it, but it was still like shocking, just like the percentage.
And then you had a big yawn and just fell asleep.
She made
And then I was like, oh, they're not.
she made an enormous 3-unit bet of 30 cents. Went back to bed.
No, actually,
So-
all my funds are tied up in the World Cup right now. We'll talk
Oh,
about it later.
okay.
Okay.
I would like to let you know that I was going to do a much longer segment, but you stole my thunder by being sick last week. Of
Yeah, we'll revisit.
things
There was
you've-
plenty of opportunity.
famous things you've slept through.
There's a lot.
Basically, any news that's happened at night. So, top of my list, obviously now, is the New York Knicks comeback win in Game 4. It's a rough one to wake up to. It's kind of like changes your reality. Number 2, close second, John Cena announcing that we had eliminated Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, because I actually didn't know that happened. That he announced it. I told him that.
Well, Barack
I didn't
Obama did too.
I didn't even know that.
Barack.
Yeah, I knew the news, but I didn't know John Cena's involvement in it.
What did he say? Was it eliminated to a permanent end or something? Compromised to
Yeah,
a permanent end? Something
Compromised
hilarious.
to a permanent end.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah.
Electric.
They all honk their pickup trucks on the way out. The reason why I didn't make this a bigger segment, this is mostly sad things. Had you been alive in 1911, you would have slept through the announcing the wire that the Titanic had sunk. That happened overnight.
Yep. That would have been
Princess
tough.
Diana, you were probably not alive for that. Or if you were, you were very little.
No, I don't. What year was that? I don't know.
It was a long
she
time
would
ago.
have.
I was very little.
I was sleeping probably.
You would have
No,
been
she was. I
sleeping.
think you was. You were probably a baby because they did the Princess Diana Beanie Baby. Was that when she was still alive? Let's see.
No. Candle in the Wind, Elton John.
Great song.
Never heard of it.
Elton John. Yeah. Seriously? Never heard of. Yeah, you were alive. Yes, 97.
Okay, yes, yep, 3. I was 3. I was obviously sleeping.
So slept through that. So I guess my point is do you go to bed with any anxiety that you might miss like incredibly big things could happen? Like every time you go to bed, like, and I'm on the opposite end and it's not good. I'm sure nothing else is going to happen usually when I go to bed. And that's what I do. I'm the night watch for humanity.
Well, thank you.
I just make sure
Thank
that
you
we're
for
all
the cigar.
set.
Yeah, thank you
No,
for your
I go to
service.
bed,
Your troops.
And I'm asleep. I'm good. I will say big sporting events, if I'm watching like a Sunday night football game or something like that and it's a good game, but I'm like, hey, I'm really tired, I'm gonna go to bed. I wake up and I don't check anything else on my phone and I'll watch the highlights of it. So I'm not like seeing the outcome. Like I will watch the end of the game without knowing the outcome.
That's crazy.
there. Yeah,
It's
the Knicks
crazy.
one I couldn't though because I feel like I had quite a few messages that gave that away. Like people were like, wow, this is crazy. So I'm
Well,
like,
geez,
okay,
if I had
obviously.
gone to bed, I might have went all the way to work before I realized I needed to check to confirm the loss.
Yeah, game 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I learned a hard lesson. Do you remember 2 years ago when it was Jaguars Chargers in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm. I stayed up for that. I do remember.
I had money
I don't
on
think
the
it was that late.
Chargers.
Oh.
Was it not? Yes, it was.
I was up for it. I do remember saying maybe I got wrapped in on that one.
Okay, well, I had money on the Chargers, and I thought it was a sure thing, and I made the terrible mistake of going to bed. And I'll never do
again.
that again.
Yeah, this
Never
is where your
again.
anxiety is stemming from, obviously.
Well, we're like 3 parts of the spectrum. Like you're on the very extremely early side. Sasha, you're right in the middle and just on the spectrum.
All right, just have autism, yeah.
And I'm up at the end. I'm just making sure I turn the lights out on everybody before I go to bed.
It's great.
I hit the lights, like the ending of Fresh Prince. I hit the lights. I'm the last one there.
Someone has to do it.
Sasha, my question for you.
Oh, just before you,
You've had
Sarah
some
would
time to
Sarah would have woken up and just Paul Revere who? he said what?
We're not British anymore?
Yeah. But go on. I'm sorry.
No, it's very good. Sasha, you've had some time to reflect. You were internet famous. You were Instagram famous. Your reactions.
Oh.
Are you comfortable with the way you looked? It was a little. Do you feel like you're going to have the same reaction when you have your child? It was a little. I don't know how. I want to hear your opinion on your reaction.
It's a
video.
lot. I watched it a few times, and then I started nitpicking the way that I was looking or feeling. I'm like, you know what? It was about the moment. And then, come this morning, I had to have a bunch of conversations at work about people like, oh, man, saw you had a great time. Love that video. Got to have my grandpa calling me, being like, that was so great. What was so wonderful? I'm like, oh, man, I forget, it's easy to forget that those things don't just go out to certain people that you want them to, or that you get to share that with some close friends that would also be feeling a similar way or would appreciate that. And there's a whole wider slew of people that at your calendar meeting at 9:00 where you get to run through all of the tasks that need to get done that week. It's like, oh, I love that video you posted. I'm like, oh, fuck. But yeah,
tell them your drunken alter ego. That was more. I feel like that was more Karl-Anthony Kassoff than Sasha Kassoff.
yeah. Luckily,
Just celebrating little zesty. Oh my god! And then like hugging a bunch of dudes.
Yep. Oh, Andrea cut the camera before I started kissing strange men.
Did you see the video of the 2 guys making out on the lamppost in New York City?
No. I think you've gone a little too
my
far
God, I
down
have to
the
find
Karl-Anthony Twitter search.
that was
Your
you.
algorithm is.
Yeah. Are you guys' Instagram just completely full of gay men kissing?
Well, I posted that video of you, and now it thinks that's what I'm into. All right, I'll find this.
I did make a friend, as one does. If you're drinking at a bar, rooting for the same sporting event, you make a couple friends, a couple people buying you shots. As guys do. There was some older gentleman that I said something inappropriate that I don't feel comfortable sharing on the recorded platforms about this French fuck Wemby. There may have been another word or two in there, but then he oh my god, they got up there.
Hold on, check this out.
What does that say? Dudes going crazy and kissing.
Yeah, go Jalen. And then they high five.
And then they.
That's the best.
Oh my god!
I didn't have that on my bingo card for things I would see from the celebration.
That's great. Hell yeah. I guess I never thought about that. Obviously, just despite the allocations that are coming my way now, you never thought about how gay guys ended kissing. I never thought that maybe they just dapped up.
It's a tight, somewhat awkward high five.
Right. Just like, all right, man. That was sick. Good job. And now we'll always have that. We'll always have that image now. 2026 Knicks. Oh, got back. Hey, I'll be able to tell my grandkids. Remember 2026, back when men were women. It's good stuff.
Mikal Bridges is last year.
Yeah, love that guy. God forbid you have to. Worst case scenario is you get Mikal Bridges disease.
Don't want that.
No, so very exciting. The Knicks are champions. I'm going to be floating.
Congratulations
for a long time. And
I can't believe you got one first.
I know, and I literally was having the thought of I think you were so sweet and so kind, and I was just like, if the Giants win one before the Bills do, I don't know if you'll be friends with me.
You're not getting that same kind of phone call. I'll tell you that much, buddy.
I didn't think so.
You can fuck right off.
Yeah, I don't think it would be as kind. So I'm really gonna relish this. I'm gonna enjoy this thoroughly. And it's something.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, very, very, very stone cold sober, driving home from a bar in Schenectady late at night. So, big ups to her. She's become a Knicks fan as well. She's very excited. Things are good. Shout out to Andrea. She was having a good time having me, watching me make friends with a bunch of random dudes.
I'm sure she loved it. It's
the
father of her unborn child.
Yeah, standing on the top of a street sign doing some weird stuff with it. But World Cup, luckily we have some sports on, because if I had to come straight off of that, also Carolina Hurricanes, shout out, haven't been paying attention, but good for you.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. They really flew under the radar there, and but the World Cup is going on also. So there's sports going on kind of all day, which is pretty great. You can just leave the TV on, and sports will come on. Sarah, you just said all your money's tied up in this. So is there you just accidentally got into some ETF, or it's in some some long term bond fund or something that you can't get some cash alternative that you're locked up in for 6 weeks, or what's going on?
I was not paying attention, and I put everything that was in my DraftKings on your heat check of last week.
Oh,
the one
terrible.
with all the groups. Mistake.
The big one. Okay.
No, the big one. Sorry, not last week. I'm forgetting you guys did it last Friday. The one from before the World Cup started with all the group winners.
Okay.
But I totally underestimated. I feel like this is going to take a while. When are we going to get to the point?
Oh my God, it's so long. Everything's soccer.
Stupid,
God
stupid.
almighty.
I could deposit more, and I probably will at this point. But I've just been too lazy at this point to do that. But I was stupidly this will be done soon. There's a nice little no sweat for it. No, I'm probably looking at 3 weeks before I see this again.
Yeah.
In there. So,
yeah, because each team has to play 3 games before this finishes up, and there's at least 5 days between each game.
That's bullshit.
But there's so many teams,
There's so many teams.
Yeah, you deposit a little extra. You're able to play on some of these. I will be giving some more bets. So that's kind of what I've been doing. It's been keeping me afloat, but I think some of these have really paid out well. So it's been it's been fun. I'll get to it in heat check, but it's been a great start. The U.S. looks significantly better than I expected. They came out, beat the brakes off of Paraguay 4-1. The offense looked amazing. Balogun had 2 great goals. Travella from Gio Reyna, I didn't know he had that in his bag. Looked incredible. We'll see. Maybe Paraguay was just really, really bad. But regardless, for us to come out and do that, I was really impressed, because even if there's some of these bad teams, they're still it means the world to them. Germany beat the fuck out of Curacao 7-1. And Curaçao's 1 goal.
I had a draw. That was not close. Sorry about that.
I thought you had it, though. Germany went up 1-0, and Curaçao came out and scored right back, and it was 1-1. I'm like, oh, fuck, this might happen. But Curaçao, they had no business being there. They'd qualified for it was their first time ever in the World Cup. I think they might be the smallest nation to ever be in a World Cup. And they score. I mean, it's people crying. It's like they don't even care that they're down 7-1. Anytime that somebody would come and even get close to getting a corner kick or getting a shot, it's like the fans are going berserk. It's like we don't even we never thought we'd be able to be here. It's amazing to watch. It's really, really fun. And then just as I say that, Cape Verde comes out and draws with Spain. Spain co-favorites. They get outshot. I think it was like 29-7. And Spain, one of the favorites, just held 0-0 with Cape Verde, this tiny little African island nation off of the northwest coast. It's wonderful to see. It's crazy. None of it makes sense, but it's still a lot of fun to watch and really, really, really bananas. So maybe the U.S. is getting my hopes up enough where it feels like they may be able to win a game in the knockout round. I feel like we're shooting for the semifinals with how good we look now. We'll see how this, but I feel like with the teams that we're playing, having that win by 3 goals, we're basically, I feel like feel comfortable saying that we are locked in to move out of the group stage with that win. So, USA.
Lock it in.
It's good stuff. And then general life update. Sarah, can you give the people the talk? What's going on? Is your life okay? You're in a new room. You look like you have you eaten anything? What's going on with the house? Have you killed any more people outside?
No, but it's been rough here. Last week, we were all set to record. I was excited. I had my heat check in, and then I just started projectile vomiting 2 hours. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember, like, last time we threw up in public somewhere, but I was not in public, but I was on a visit with a patient, and I started to, like, not
oh my
feel
God.
well. And you, like, when you get, like, the saliva in your mouth coming, you're like,
Yep.
oh, no, this is, like, not good. And it makes everything 10 times worse when you're, like, somewhere that you don't want to be throwing up. And I was like, I need to get off this visit as soon as I freaking possibly can. And I was, like, rushing, and then just projectile vomiting from there. Some sort of food poisoning, luckily, because it was out of my system in 24 hours. But, of course, this coincides on the day that I always say it wrong, our sewage, we couldn't use any of the toilets or flush or anything like that. So I could not vomit into a toilet because I couldn't flush it. So it would have been sitting there. So I had to throw up into plastic bowls. And then thankfully it came back out. I was like texting the builder and I'm like,
what?
Please. I'm like, yeah. It was only like, in the end, it only be like 45 minutes because I was like panicking and I didn't vomit that much. But I was like, at that point, and I was like, please, like, hurry up and finish this. And then they ended up connecting everything. So all was fine. I was able to throw up in peace in the bathroom. But yeah, food poisoning. I haven't thrown up in probably like 8 years. It was just as bad as I remembered it. It sucks. And then I had to go rough
It hasn't changed much in the 8 years.
No,
yeah, it hasn't gotten better.
It hasn't. No, it's actually a lot worse, I think, the older you get. But yeah, then I had to go rough it out a 1-year-old pool birthday party the next day. And it was hot out. I had not eaten really. I didn't feel well, but I was like, oh, I feel okay enough to get out of the house. And yeah, it just sucked. And then I slept through the finals game because I was so tired that night, and I maybe would have stayed up. So yeah, there's that. Recovering from there, though. Now I'm getting my appetite back, which is good. I was being really dramatic that I wasn't hungry all week, but now I'm finally hungry again, so that's good. And now I'm in a different room. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, what is your really hungry? Let's let the dogs out meal.
So I can't eat that much at once. So it's like every 20 or 30 minutes I'm eating something. So it's like so I have to just go with what? Yeah. I have to go.
So are you off on the yogurt? Are you off on the yogurt spinach train now? Because that's what you said did it. You can't read.
Okay, yeah. So I want to clarify on that because I feel like maybe you guys thought I was mixing yogurt and spinach.
Yeah, I threw up actually when I read it.
Yeah. No, I had a salad and then I have yogurt, and I was like, these are the two most likely culprits because it's always the lettuce. Number one, lettuce is number one food poisoning item there.
Shout out lettuce.
Yeah, shout out. So yeah, haven't been back on the lettuce. Not interested in yogurt, and that's how you know that one of them is a culprit too. After you get food poisoning, if whatever sounds the worst thing it is, it probably was what got you sick from there. A lot of ice cream. Ice cream's been sounding good, so that's what I've been doing because it's been hot out. So, well, not today, but it's been hot. But yeah, and then I got relegated to my office is our mudroom right now, so that's cool. My desk is in the mudroom right now, so that sucks. And there's no door. So every time people come in the house, I have to scream at them to get out and go in the front door. Which luckily luckily all the builders and stuff, they aren't even really in the house. It's walled off, and if they do come in, they go in the front. But John keeps coming in the front door, and I'm like, please stop, I'm working. So it sucks here. I'm over it. I was getting all pissed off earlier today, yelling that I was angry about the situation that is our house right now. But yeah, almost done. I'm going on vacation next week, so I won't be here to deal with it, and then hopefully done when I come back. So
good.
I
Where
almost survived. I just Cape for a week.
Nice.
So.
Well, that'll be beautiful. Hopefully they'll finish that up for you. All right, well, that's good. Mike, how's the baby doing? You sleeping at all?
Yeah. Baby's great. Had a really great photo shoot with the baby.
Yes.
Saw that. Amazing.
Got really kind of wish I did it with my son, but whatever. We did the photo shoot. COVID took away from my son, but we got her on a football with a crown. So the Bills are winning the Super Bowl. I can tell you that for a fact. I felt it in my bones. So I felt great. She's awesome. It's awesome.
Love to hear
I'm
that.
a fucking veteran parent. Nothing
Just a
crazy.
wily old. You're a good
feel
guy,
like
good locker room guy.
You seem like you
You guys
really
don't
can
even
handle the
know.
sleep deprivation. Like I feel like
Yeah,
you
dude.
can
Oh,
cry
yeah.
out for 3 hours of sleep. Is what
I might be
think.
sleeping more because like I'm trying to make sure I get some. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's
Yeah,
been training his whole
it's-
life for this.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Trying to think if anything funny happened. My wife still has like incredible baby brain, but she can get incredibly mad. So we're not going to talk about that on the podcast. That's it. Yeah. No, all's good. All's good.
Love
Father
that.
of two, still got
Hell
it.
yeah.
I got it all.
Classic.
And I got
Classic.
a winning bet. What about you? Oh, we already this whole fucking episode was about you. That's
Yeah,
enough.
I haven't shut the fuck up about me. I thought it was nice to give you guys 30 seconds at the end. I just need to figure out how to get myself to not sound like this anymore by tomorrow. We'll get some tea.
I think
maybe,
he sounds
figure it
fine,
out.
Sarah, right?
No, I feel you're being dramatic. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
When you
it hurts.
have no
It just
voice, let me
hurts.
tell you, dude, when I have no voice, that's no voice.
Yeah, you just got one of those whispering.
Mine is so bad, and then it will just go out. And I'll tell you, it's a totally unrelated. I couldn't even tell you when this was. After something, my voice was so bad that if I go really low, I can try to get it out when it's dead.
Yeah.
And I really was hungover, and this is years ago, and I really wanted McDonald's, like I fucking needed it. And I drove to the drive-thru, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's." And I couldn't get the words out. I was just shooting air. It was like, "Hi," and I just drove away. And I remember that all the time. Anytime I pass a McDonald's, how embarrassed, as they must have heard somebody sounding like he was dying,
You
and
just
then
left.
just sped through the drive-thru out of there. I was like, "Fuck it."
Wait, one of
They
my
probably think-
earliest... Oh god, go.
Go.
No, it's like they
One of
probably
my
think about it more.
They probably
I
do.
know.
One of my earliest memories of you being on this podcast, Mike, was you. If this, and maybe I made this up, was your car like rolling away in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Where you were at
Starbucks.
Yeah.
or something. For some reason, I think about that like randomly when I'm in like a parking lot like that.
Me too. Me too. Girl, same. I always double check that my car is in park.
I would.
I've had multiple experience, airports, drive-throughs, gyms. Sasha, that story will
Yep.
never get told on the podcast, but yeah,
Sarah will tell you in private. The real one.
I don't
we'll
even
put that,
know
we'll put that
if
on,
we will.
We'll put that
I
on
don't
the
know if you
Patreon.
think you want to know.
We'll put that on the
I don't know.
Patreon. You pay for it. Pay to play for that.
Yeah,
one.
Venmo me $400. I'll tell you that story.
It's worth it. I think I'd go up to a G.
It's the best. It's
Yeah.
the best story.
Getting
I'm
hyped
proud of
up now.
myself. I'm so proud of myself. If you're in my inner circle, which is literally 3 people, I think, know this story, Sasha being one of them, I am proud that I am told it. Sarah, I will tell you this story off air.
I'm
It's-
dying. I need to know.
I have to tell you,
It's not what you
I feel like
think.
you felt-
it's
I feel
not
like you
whatever
fell
you
off
think
a
it is. It's worse.
Okay,
It's
I'm
so
thinking
much
you're falling
worse.
off a
It is.
treadmill or something.
He would have fallen off a treadmill 1,000 times before.
I would, for the rest of my, I would be falling on a treadmill doing the show versus what happened to me twice.
2 times.
2 times.
Oh, a farm animal. Oh my god.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up with Heat Check then. You'll have a little bit of money in your kitty, Mike, if anybody actually does pay you for the story, because that will be true. He'll be at Felicia Bar and Grill on weekends. Come find him.
Shout out Jeffrey.
Yeah, he'll be the guy. Find him at the bar playing Quick Draw, and you'll be able to get the story there.
$400 at Tito's and Club, and whatever your most lucky number is, and I'll
Yep.
tell you the story.
That's it. It's a low price for that. Sarah, what do you got for Heat Check? Win us some money, please.
I'm going to lean a little further into the World Cup here and take England, my Dallas Cowboys of the
It's
World Cup.
coming home. It's coming home.
Money line versus Croatia. I think it was minus 140 when I looked earlier.
Yes.
So nothing too exciting, but conservative. I think. I hope.
Scary. All right. I gonna let you guys in on my my betting strategy so far for the World Cup. That's been actually pretty decent because we've hit a few long shots. They don't all win, but the ones you do hit are pretty sizable. Basically, this is the equivalent of that betting strategy I tried the past couple of years, where you bet every 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 seed just to win outright in the NCAA tournament. It's like you're going to lose most of the bets, but the ones that you do hit should pay for the rest of them. I've been betting a draw in every game. So my bet for this World Cup, for this heat check, I want you to bet a draw in every game on Wednesday. So Sarah, this does go a little bit of a head-to-head with you, but this is a strategy play. This is a across-the-board play. Austria versus Jordan, plus 425. Portugal versus Congo, plus 475. England, Croatia is only plus 280. Ghana, Panama is plus 235. And Uzbekistan, Colombia is plus 380. Two of those ended in a draw. We're living pretty. So I'm not saying put a full unit or anything. Just sprinkle maybe a half unit, whatever you're comfortable with. Sprinkle some across all 5 games and root for some draws. Everybody gets a little tense. It's a lot of these, especially, Portugal, England, like they're in Colombia, they're kind of perennially in the World Cup. But, Austria, Jordan, Congo, Ghana, like these teams are fighting for whatever they got. So they're doing whatever they can to try to, make their country proud. So even in some of these games where there's a big disparity,
draws.
Well, like that one, the Spain cut Ivory or Spain. Not Ivory Coast, Spain versus Cape Verde today. That was I think it was plus 1,100 to draw. So that some of those will start to pay for the rest.
Okay.
Bet a draw all day Wednesday. Mike, what you got for us? Cat really let you down in that Curacao, Germany. That was a long shot. That was a throw out. We thought we were excited there for the first 20 minutes. What do you got for us this week?
We're playing around. This is no expert level shit. Cat, and then I was so funny because I bet it, and then every time he wound up to take a 3, which was only in the 4 minutes he was in the game, I was like, oh, don't shoot that. So, mistake. I chalked that one up bad.
2 points. 2 points in game 5.
So, Blazel is an Austrian name. If many of you remember, long listeners of the podcast, the Austrian national team almost broke up this podcast, me and Sasha's friendship, because he didn't fucking listen to me as I told him I was going to bet on my home country.
I don't even remember what I called that. It was Blazel's best bets, and then the barber shop.
You were going to the barber shop.
I was giving out fades,
and then you proceeded to invite me to have my best year ever gambling. Thank you.
Maybe we got to do that again.
So I would love that. I'm taking Austria minus 1.5. Now, also, I was born in Bruce Springsteen would say it, the USA. I'm taking USA minus 1.5. Parlay those two together. Austria versus Jordan. Shout out Jordan. USA versus Australia, mate. Plus 436.
That's nice.
So
okay,
there you go.
Like
that's the heritage bet. That's the lineage bet. The family tree.
Let's really do that. USA. I like those. Let's score a bunch of goals. All right. Sarah is taking England money line versus Croatia. I've got my system play. Bet a draw in every game on Wednesday. You can do. I'm just counting that day for this best bets. But if you want to do that through the rest of the group stages, at least for the first game or two of the group stages, once these games start to mean a little bit more and teams start to gel, I may adjust. But for these first games, I really like the system play. So bet a draw every game on Wednesday. And then Mike is taking Austria minus 1.5 and USA minus 1.5. That is going to be plus 436 altogether. The heritage bet. Bring it home. So, as always, thank you guys so much for listening. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. Go Knicks. May everybody but the Dallas Cowboys win a championship in the next year.
Oh shit!
I want this all. I'm just spreading. I'm spreading all sorts of love. I just want happiness and peace for everybody but the Dallas Cowboys. So we love you. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week.